Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a squad from the American, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Owls ready to get this thing started and open the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Judicials offense is on the field for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when... players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 40. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Judicials. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Temple Owls offense has the ball for the first time. And here comes for the first time as the starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen.
Oh, he's got some space. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Temple.
Quarterback will keep it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Just going to keep it after the snap. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down coming up. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. Right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety. And then
breaks into the open. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Temple lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt. And now the hit knocks it loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try. Act together. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Fights off a defender.
man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now the toss. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Judicials send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. Got the first down and still on his feet. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum. And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
On the move. Runs through a tackle. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. A design run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Temple lines up quickly. Using his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. This quarterback part of their running game. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Temple lining up to punt it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Bring in the heat. Grab behind the line. It's York. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved him forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's O'Neal. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback keeper. Look out, he's got room. Got the 1st down and more. Oh, he found a touchdown Owls. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of the drive comes from the 22. On the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Unloads to the wideout. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Punt is on its way. Here's the return. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Play of the period, first down here. Calls his own number. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. Temple lines up quickly. Quarterback keeps it. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. He'll take it himself. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They've already squandered a couple of chances. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Temple.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground. But
there he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Judicials line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They want to run this quarterback. Picks up the first down. Lots of running room. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll start the drive. Read option left. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They try to get it outside on the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the big fella. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Let's see if they've got a winner dialed up on 4th and long from the 50. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. This is a designed run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
Oh, he's got some space.
Well, that time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback. So when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away. And he shows you the athleticism. He shows you the speed. And also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
The Judicials trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They stop him in his tracks, trying to sneak that fullback loose and nothing doing. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. splits the uprights right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. On the move. He was searching for that first down marker, but he'll come up short. They stop him at the 22. It'll be 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on the move. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. Offense in a split backfield. Quarterback will keep it. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Finding an escape route. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Owls back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Creates a little room. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Owls want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Finding open areas. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Judicials will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
On the move. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. A design run for the quarterback. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Judicials.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in a lot of big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beatdown. They're trailing by 16 to Wisconsin. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Using his feet. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. This quarterback part of their running game. Got enough for the first down. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the...
Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Owls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to get the corner. Shakes off the defender. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. The Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Running into the open space. Got enough for the first. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown Owls. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my temper. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
And the returner will be brought down. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Judicials now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's York. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. Goes to the option. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Calls his own number. Turning it on. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback keeps it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the third. He'll take it himself. Got a little space. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loses 3. Brings up 2nd down.
The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They want to run this quarterback. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. A run for the quarterback. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. This is a designed run. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. On the move. Plows through the defense. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. And some room to work. Makes it past the marker. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Power football with the run. Fighting off the defender. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Judicials just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Judicials trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He breaks a tackle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Now on the move. Got room to work. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Stewart. Finds a little space. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
On the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And this one splits the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Judicials with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Judicials will punt it away on 4th down. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Firmly in control. game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
That gives him 100 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. He's loose. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. So he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Judicials with the 1st and 10.
At the 46-yard line. And first down for the
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.